right, getting underway for the third period here. We are all tied up at 3. And we are on a power play for 1 minute and 15 seconds to start this period. Off the draw, the Bulls are going to clear it right down the ice. Esty will come out, leave that for Hoyt. Hoyt picks it up. Paisley out as well. Plays it to McShane, but can't catch the pass. And it's going to go down and all the way back again. Hoyt's going to pick that up in the neutral zone, goes to Paisley. Paisley under pressure, plays it back. Canadiens having a hard time getting things set up here. That gets played back again. Paisley plays it back to Stella. Stella has Markowski and McShane. Oh, boy. That was a tough one. As they say, that was offside. So 37 seconds left on the power play. Off the draw, it comes back to Hoyt. Hoyt goes to Paisley. Paisley takes it in. Paisley fires on net, saved by the goalie. The rebound's picked up, but it's played out by the Bulls. Esty leaves it for Paisley. Paisley plays it to McShane. McShane plays it. Has Stella, plays it back to Stella. Stella looking for options, plays it back to Paisley. Paisley quickly back to Stella. Stella down to Markowski. Markowski back to Paisley. Paisley fires. Save, rebound. Puck still loose. They play it around. Paisley keeps it in. Fires. And kept in by McShane. McShane can't hold it though. We're back even. Hoyt has that poked away. And now McCarthy out of the penalty box. Plays that one in. So the Bulls are going to go ahead by 1 once again. Coming out for the Canadiens is McLean, Gilbert, Kirkpatrick, Miller, and McDougall. And off the draw, Gilbert gets it forward to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick now. Kirkpatrick, he's taken down. Comes back the other way. Miller's going to pick it up in the neutral zone. Miller to McDougall. McDougall plays it up to McLean. McLean chips that forward. Gilbert and McLean. It's going to get played around. Kirkpatrick's going to pick that up, plays it back to Miller. Kirkpatrick in along the boards, plays it down to Gilbert. Play comes back. Miller's going to pick it up. He's going to fire it towards the net. Blocked into the slot. And now Miller's in a foot race. Miller pokes that up. Miller plays it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick leaves it there for McLean. McLean plays it up to Gilbert. Gilbert has McDougall with him into the slot. McLean, just goes off the stick. Comes back the other way. And now that's played down deep. Scott trying to get there. Scott, McLean, it's going to come around to Gilbert. Gilbert plays it back to McDougall. McDougall plays it back to Gilbert. Gilbert quickly to McLean. McLean has that poked away. Seeley's going to go D to D. Bulls play it back off the board. Scott intercepts that. Scott now has Dara. Dara fires, save, and rebound goes off the post. Stella picks up his own rebound. That's poked away. Plays it back to Scott. Scott plays it back to Stella. Stella has it poked away. And the Bulls coming back the other way. Hoyt takes his man. Dara gets a stick on that. Hoyt pokes it out. And bouncing puck comes back to the D. Dara picks it up again, comes out. And Hoyt now. Hoyt through the neutral zone. Has Gargano and Stella with him. Fire, save, rebound picked up. played around. And what's the call here? What's the call? That was a weak call. Stella going to the box for cross-checking. Didn't even see it happen. I'll have to go back and look at that one. So we're back to the penalty kill with Markowski, McShane, Shepherd, and Markowski gets a stick on that. That's going to get outside the line. Markowski pressuring, and good job by Sam Markowski there. Bulls play it up. Good job by McShane. That's offside. Guess not. Paisley. They play it back to their D. Markowski pressuring there. They play it back down low. In behind the net. That gets played out. Picked back up. Markowski trying to get a stick on it. Paisley does get a stick on it, but the Bulls gather it back up. Shot. And high. Yeah. That was a tip goal. I wasn't sure if they were going to call the high stick there or not. It kind of looked like a high stick right in front of the goalie. So 5-3 for the Bulls right now. McShane, McLean, Kirkpatrick, McDougall, and Miller. And the Canadiens with some work to do. Off the draw, the Bulls have it. Miller takes that away. Kirkpatrick comes in with McLean. That gets played down low. McShane's going to pick that up. Plays it back to McDougall. McDougall has that taken away. That's going to be picked up. Oh my God. That wasn't a penalty. This is just getting ridiculous. So back to the penalty kill with Dara, Gargano, and Hoyt. Shot is blocked. Picked up down low by the Bulls. Gargano pressuring. They go back to their D. Dara tries to get a stick on it. Hoyt gets a stick on that. Try to get it into the slot. It's intercepted by Hoyt. Bulls reposition. Dara trying to get a stick on it. Hoyt once again. Miller now trying to get it. He gets a stick on that. Bouncing puck. Gargano tries to get it out. And he does. Gargano's going to switch out with Stella. Dara pressuring. Bulls. Good job by Stella. He fires it down into the Bulls zone. Coming up on a minute here in this penalty. Good job by Gilbert. Comes back the other way. Scott's going to fire it down. Gilbert tries to pick that up. Bulls coming back the other way. Gilbert steals that away. Charlie Gilbert, a man with a mission in this penalty kill. Now Stella. Good job there. That's offside. Thank you. Caught that one. Face-off coming up outside the Canadian zone. Markowski, McShane, Scott, and Paisley. Off the draw. Shane trying to get a stick up there. And I think the call was offside, just very delayed. Comes back. Scott under pressure. No, that's not a trip. Okay. Play it back to their D. 14 seconds left here. Markowski trying to get a stick on it. He's just going to fire. That's going to go up and over top. And it's 5-on-5 again. Bouncing puck out front. Still bouncing puck, but it's taken away. McShane now. McShane into the slot. Paisley picks it up. Paisley fires, goes off a stick and into the netting. Face-off coming up in the Bulls zone with just over 7 to play here in the third. Canadiens down by a couple after a couple of power play goals by the Bulls. Stella, McLean, Kirkpatrick, Miller, and McDougall. McLean tries to get it to Stella into the slot. Bulls pick it off. And Stella picks that up, gets it to McLean. And back to McLean. Kirkpatrick steals that, but it gets out. Miller gets a stick on that. And he's taken down. McLean tries to play it forward. Kirkpatrick tries to get there, but it goes down on net. And Este's going to play that. Off the draw. McLean gets it to Miller. Miller to McDougall. McDougall quickly to Stella. Stella tries to poke it forward to McLean. Stella picks it back up. Coming through the neutral zone. Fires it over to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick fires just wide of the net. Stella trying to pick up the rebound. McLean gets it back to McDougall. He fires towards the net. Save. Kirkpatrick picks that up. And Stella gets it back. Tries to get it back to Miller. McLean's going to keep it in, picked up by Stella. Stella tries to poke it forward to Kirkpatrick. The Bulls get it back. That's going to come back to Miller. Miller, he fires towards the net. Chip just wide. Picked up down low. McLean gets there. Bouncing puck. Kirkpatrick steals that. McDougall keeps it in, fires it to Stella. Stella fires, just goes through. Miller picks it up. McLean plays it back to Stella. Stella drives. And what's the... Looks like offsetting penalties to 87 and Miller, so we'll stay 5-on-5. Face-off still coming up in the Bulls zone with some good offensive work there by the Canadiens. Unfortunate for the whistle as we were knocking on the doorstep there. Paisley, Shepherd on the D-line, Markowski, Gargano, and Dara up top. Off the draw, quickly back, but it splits the D. And now Shepherd's trying to get there. Shepherd plays it around, finds Paisley. Paisley trying to clear the zone. Paisley has it taken away. And now Shepherd trying to get it. And a good save by Este. Paisley's going to pick that up. See him wide. Yes. Good job, Sam. Markowski now plays it towards the goalie, and he's going to hang on to it. Looks like we're going to stick with these 5. Off the draw. Markowski. It's going to get played back to Shepherd. Shepherd fires. Save. Rebound goes out wide. Dara trying to get there. Woodstock plays it down. Picked up, and then a good play by Paisley. But it's 2-on-1 versus Shepherd. Shepherd now. Big save by Este. Picked up by Markowski. Markowski has that stolen away. He's going to play it deep. And Shepherd's going to pick that up. Under 5 minutes to go here now in the third period. Paisley making his way through, has Gargano and Markowski with, hey! And that's going to be a penalty to the Bulls. Canadiens going back to the power play. Need to score one here to keep this game within reach. We have Gilbert, McShane, Stella, Markowski, and Hoyt out for the power play. Off the draw, comes back to Markowski. Markowski goes back to Hoyt. Hoyt down low, goes off a foot. Unfortunate. Esty leaves it for Hoyt. Hoyt in behind the net. He's under pressure. Hoyt leaves it for Markowski. Markowski plays it up to McShane. McShane at the line. McShane still has it. Down low. Has Gilbert out front. He's going to play it around to Stella. Stella plays it back to Hoyt. Hoyt back to Stella. Stella down to McShane. McShane out front right there. Oh, another save. Stella picks that up. I have no idea how that stayed out. Hoyt back to Stella. Stella down to McShane. McShane plays it around right there. Stella. Woo! All right, folks, we're within one here with 3.5 to play. We will see McLean, Stella, Kirkpatrick, Miller, and McDougall. Stella gets it to McLean off the draw. McLean still battling. Miller gets a stick on that. Miller plays it forward, has Kirkpatrick, goes off his foot. Kirkpatrick steals that away. Kirkpatrick down low, takes possession, plays it, one-timer! And that's a save. Kirkpatrick gets it back to McLean. McLean plays it back to McDougall. That was a penalty and a half there. Stella now. Stella. And that's a good play by Miller. Stella. Why is play called? You can't just stop. Like, there's no play on the ice and they just blow the whistle. It's ridiculous. Okay. Kirkpatrick took a tough hit down there and no penalty was called. So that's why the whistle was blown. I didn't see he was still down. It's my kid. So, face-off coming up in the Canadian zone. Off the draw. Bulls shot. That's wide of the net. McShane picks it up, chips it forward, trying to get it out. That's played over to Miller. Miller plays it up to Stella. Stella has Markowski with him. Stella plays it into the slot, turns and save into the slot again. Miller's getting there. He fires it. Comes back to Miller again. Rebound out front. And oh boy. Face off in the Bulls zone. Just over 2.5 to play. Off the draw. Shane gets it. Markowski goes to Stella. Stella goes back to Miller. Miller fires out front. And right there, save again. Rebound, still live, still live. Markowski tries to get it. Stella picks it back up. It's been a hell of a game by the goalie from Woodstock. Comes back to McDougall. McDougall plays to Markowski. Markowski plays it down low to Stella. Back to Markowski. McDougall fires it towards the net. It's going to be wide. McShane's going to pick that up, play it back to Miller. Nope. Shane Markowski, it comes out to Woodstock. McDougall picks it up, fires it up into the neutral zone. That's overskated. Gets it to McShane. McShane. That was a hit that should have been a penalty. So let's say we've got 2 now. Stella fires out front. Comes back to Paisley, fires. Markowski plays that down. We're pulling the goalie. Miller gets there. Miller to Markowski. Markowski, it's going to come around. It's going to come back to Paisley. Paisley fires. Save. Stella gets there. Miller gets there. Comes back to Markowski. Out front. Picked off. And that's out of the... So face-off coming up in the Bull zone. 47 seconds on the clock. Disappointing third period as far as reffing goes. And it's going to be a timeout for the Canadiens. Hang tight. All right, 47 seconds on the clock. Canadiens with the extra player on. Off the draw, the Bulls win it. They're going to fire it around. It's going to be kept. And that's going to be and that's icing. So we'll head right back down. Off the draw, Bulls get it, and that's icing again. How is that not icing? Oh my God, I'm very confused. Paisley now, Gargano picks it up, out front, saved by the goalie once again. Paisley picks it up, Paisley. And this is going to be a win for the Bulls with 1 second left. Just let the clock run. So next game will be on Saturday.